At first, Afua wanted to leave the bird to die. But something about the bird's pleading eyes struck a chord in her heart. She decided to pick up the bird and cradle it in her hands.
As I sit here, reflecting on the journey of my daughter, Afua, I am reminded of the wise words of our ancestors. A child who is not taught kindness will grow up to be a tree that bears bitter fruit. I remember the day Afua was born, full of joy and hope for the future. Her father and I were overjoyed to welcome our little bundle of joy into the world. We named her Afua, which means born on a Friday in our native language. As Afua grew up, I began to notice that she was different from the other children in the village. While they were content to play and laugh together, Afua seemed to take pleasure in causing trouble and hurting others. I tried to teach her the importance of kindness and compassion, but she just wouldn't listen. I shared stories of our ancestors who believed that kindness was the greatest virtue. I took her on visits to the village elder who taught her about the importance of empathy and understanding. But no matter what I did, Afua just wouldn't change. She would mock the other children, tease the animals, and even show disrespect to the elders. I was at my wits' end, wondering if I had failed as a mother. I felt like I had tried everything to teach Afua the value of kindness, but nothing seemed to be working. One day, I decided to take Afua on a journey to the nearby forest. I wanted to show her the beauty of nature and teach her about the interconnectedness of all living things. As we walked through the forest, Afua was fascinated by the sights and sounds around her. She saw birds fleeting through the trees, monkeys swinging from branch to branch, and flowers blooming in every color of the rainbow. But despite the beauty of the forest, Afua's behavior didn't change. She continued to tease the animals and show disrespect to the natural world. I was heartbroken, wondering if I would ever be able to teach Afua the value of kindness. But then, something unexpected happened. As we were walking through the forest, Afua stumbled upon a wounded bird. The bird had fallen from its nest and was struggling to fly. At first, Afua wanted to leave the bird to die. But something about the bird's pleading eyes struck a chord in her heart. She decided to pick up the bird and cradle it in her hands. As Afua held the bird, I could see a change in her. She was gentle and kind, speaking softly to the bird and stroking its feathers. I was amazed, wondering if this was the turning point I had been waiting for. I encouraged Afua to take the bird home and care for it, hoping that this act of kindness would spark a change in her behavior. And that's exactly what happened. As Afua cared for the bird, she began to show kindness to those around her. She helped her friends with their chores, shared her food with the hungry, and even volunteered to care for the elderly. The villagers were amazed at the change in Afua. They would often comment on her kindness and compassion, saying that she was a true reflection of the values of our ancestors. As for me, I was overjoyed to see the transformation in my daughter. I knew that I had done something right, that all my efforts to teach Afua the value of kindness had finally paid off. Years went by, and Afua grew up to become a wise and respected leader in our village. She continued to show kindness and compassion to all those around her, inspiring others to do the same. And as for the wounded bird, it became a symbol of Afua's transformation. It reminded her of the power of kindness and the importance of treating all living things with compassion and respect.
Like and subscribe.